celebration. Thank you all for coming. I just wanted to talk a little bit in honor of our beloved Mother Earth. My name is Giovanna Maimoni, and I'm the author of this book that Earth Elements will be carrying. I'm very excited about it. It's called Let Me Break It Down for You, and it's about understanding energy and frequencies in all forms, from thoughts to foods to the energetic frequencies in our environment that may be possibly harmful, certain EMFs, and just really getting down to the science of us being energy beings. We are energy frequency beings, so we're going to definitely have frequencies in our surroundings that will be affecting us. And my theory is that frequencies are either harming or they're healing you. So it's important to know which are which, so we can maybe surround ourselves with the more healing frequencies. Now I know there's things in our environment that unfortunately we can't avoid, Wi-Fi, cell towers, stuff like that, but we can protect ourselves from them. There are certain things that can help better protect you from the unavoidable dangerous frequencies that are happening in our surroundings. But the ones that we do have full control over, which I'll just briefly talk about because I do want to talk about Mother Earth since this is an Earth Day celebration. But the ones that I do want to let people know about that we do have full control over is our thoughts and foods. And thoughts do have frequencies. And when we have a thought, it rushes through our body. And I don't know if you guys realize that our cells regenerate every single day. Millions and millions and millions and millions of cells regenerate every single day. So if they're regenerating off of low vibrational frequencies, then that's where sickness and dis-ease comes into our life. So it's really important when you understand the science behind what we are in control of. It will really, hopefully, make you want to be more conscious and aware of the energies that we're allowing into our bodies. Foods also being another one. So it's important to understand frequencies of foods and what we're consuming in our body, both through our mind and through our mouths. So I did just want to cover a few really interesting pointers about our association with Earth and the frequencies that we have in common with Earth. And since we're celebrating Earth Day, I would also like us to celebrate us, because we are energy beings and we can't exist without the wonderful frequencies and beautiful things that nature provides for us and for our health. So who out there considers themselves sensitive to energy? I'm guessing most people that are in the store, because we want crystals, right? Awesome. Good. Well, then I have the right audience. So, no. Do you guys, are you really aware of, what you allow into your environment? Let's be truthful. Do you think that there's maybe a little bit more that we could know to help better guide us to, okay, great. Well, good news. I put it all in here, so. But what I do want to talk about is, anybody familiar with the Schumann resonance? Has anybody heard that term before?
Can you repeat again?
What was that? The Schumann resonance? The Earth's frequency, or otherwise known as the Earth's heartbeat. So I just want to read a little bit of science here. And just so you guys know, this whole book is all backed by science. So I have over 30 scientific references in here and over 60 sources that I used to do the research for this book. I did 14 months of research and writing. So I did want to share something about nature's most fascinating frequency called the Schumann resonance. It was the most beautiful new piece of information that I discovered during my research. It opens such a broader spectrum of understanding energy. And in this book, I'd mentioned that this Schumann resonance was discovered by a German scientist and professor, Winifred Otto Schumann, in 1951. This is also known as the Earth's pulse or heartbeat, and is measured within the area between the Earth's surface and the lower part of the ionosphere. The Earth sends out a frequency that can be measured in hertz. This frequency comes from electromagnetic waves that are measured continuously by a spectrum and is recorded at 7.83 hertz. That was the exact same frequency as the first recorded alpha human brainwave 30 years earlier by Berger. I'm sure you guys have heard of the EEG machine. That was by Berger. And again recorded by Nobel Peace Prize winner Luc Antoine Montagnier, some French guy, 60 years later in 2011. Now this is what's really fascinating. He was able to create DNA in water from a frequency with no existing DNA present. And it wasn't until he raised the frequency in the water to 7.83 that he was able to achieve this phenomenon. All the lower frequencies were not able to create life. This was the first time life was proven to be able to exist without prior life, all from the same frequency as our Earth's heartbeat. So, pretty fascinating stuff. So, being that we are in complete sync with Earth, we do want to honor it and treat it well. But we also have all these wonderful things for us to use for our health and our healing. That's okay. And I don't need to. Yeah, I'm positive. So I wanted to let you guys know that all the wonderful things that we can use to help us are all mentioned in here. I do want to quickly go through 432. Who's heard of 432? I'm sure you've all heard of that in association with music. Well, here is how 432 is directly correlated with 7.83. Why does this frequency, 7.83, keep coming up in groundbreaking studies? Where is it coming from? That frequency is at the top of the theta range and at the start of the alpha range, and is all of nature's life's natural relaxed state. According to the mathematical formula for sound from the octave music scale, 8 hertz, which is what 7.83 is rounded closest to, has a harmonic resonance with 432. Besides being the rhythmic sound frequency of nature, I'm sure 432 sounds familiar. It's associated with the tuning of softer and pleasant music known to cause relaxation and meditative states. So 8 hertz and 432 hertz are in sync. So why do you think it feels so good to go outside? Because nature is singing to us in this frequency that is resonating through our bodies. So as beautiful as nature is to our eyes, it's actually creating very healing frequencies through us. That's why they say to try and ground yourself a couple, 10 minutes a day or so to get your feet in the dirt. That's why, because we need to absorb nature's frequency to help our body function at its optimal state. So there's a lot of really good juicy stuff in here about sacred geometry. And who knows about sacred geometry? Awesome. Yeah, we do love it. Betsy actually had an awesome speaker series about sacred geometry that was really cool. I did want to read one quick thing about it. You guys, have you heard of Fibonacci? Yes. Yes. Well, I'm a math tutor, so I love math and I love numbers. But it's so fascinating to think how, math, because math is an exact thing, and how math is creating our whole entire universe. And the reason that everything blooms the way that it does in such synchronicity is because each DNA inside of existence has a frequency, and they're going to operate through nature. So the second that nature changes frequencies, then nature's blooms will also change shape and form. I don't know if you've ever been to Sedona, Arizona, but during where the vortexes are, the trees actually grow in a spiral shape because the energy is swirling there. So think about what's happening inside of our bodies when we're around frequencies that they don't really feel comfortable about or comfortable with. So it may not be something that we're really aware of, but I just want to raise awareness that energy is everywhere and energy is everything, and that it's constantly happening. So the more that you're aware of your surroundings and what's happening, I feel that we have a better chance of taking control of our health and our happiness. And I think if we have the understanding of how to treat ourselves better, then in turn, I believe we will treat others better, and is my way of helping raise our collective consciousness together by learning how to treat ourselves a little bit more kind and gentler. But in order to do that, we really have to understand the basics and it's really actually pretty simple. And I have 24 colored illustrations in here to keep it nice and fun while you're reading. You can look at some cool drawings to correlate with the information that's in there. But again, it's from cells to thoughts to foods to everything in our environment that is going to be affecting our health. So I also do some consulting. If anybody has questions, I'd like to offer everybody free 30 minutes if you want to do that. You can talk to me, maybe we can set that up. But Earth Elements is going to be carrying my book, and I'm super, super excited about that. I think they are too. Lisa had read it yesterday, and said she couldn't put it down. So yes, please do.
Hello everyone, my name is Luisa Jackson, and I am the general manager of this beautiful company. And I absolutely love working here because we are here not only to make money, but to create an impact and to be able to change people's lives. That's truly my intention. So it's very interesting how things work out, because anytime we have a request, we put it out to the universe and somehow it gets delivered. And we get to meet amazing, wonderful women and people in general that have great gifts to share with our community. And I happened to get this book yesterday because I wanted to learn more about what Lillian had written, and also to be able to speak about this tonight. And I found this book fascinating, especially for people that don't truly understand what energy is, and I want to get to figure out how we can use this energy concept in our daily lives. And I just want to say that this whole thing is amazing, and I want to encourage everybody to come and check it out. It's easy to read, but it also has scientific proof, which is something that is extremely valuable to me, because since I was really little, I've been very sensitive to energy, and I've been talking about it, but some people think this is like kind of like woohoo stuff. Now having scientific information here is so relatable, and it's easy to understand, especially for people that have questions in regards to what energy is, and how we can actually take control over our health, over our surroundings, and pretty much everything that we do. And I just want to say thank you to you, because you also make it clear in this book about the way you think and how you feel. And that really affects everything. And in Earth Elements, we truly believe in creating harmonious feelings that raise your vibration and that make you feel better. And that's pretty much why we offer all these amazing products that you see here in the store. They're honestly designed and picked with the intention of raising your vibration and making you feel better. So I just wanted to say thank you to Lillian for being here. Giovanna.
Lillian is my illustrator.
For being here. And just thank you everybody for sharing with us this amazing event that my staff put together. And I just wanted for all the employees of Earth Elements to raise your hand. And a big round of applause. And I also wanted to say thanks to Ham for believing in us and for letting us continue with our vision of bringing the community together and having more events like this. So thank you everyone. Thank you for being here. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, everything is 20.